Voices continue. The crowd. I think we're approaching the end for today. It's getting difficult to hold my concentration. The crowd for me was... I don't even know how to put this into words. Whenever I get to the topic of my psychosis, or my main psychosis that I experienced for months, that was when the crowd really became evident. And I went through all sorts of different stages of euphoria, delusion, false belief of, I don't know what, mystical powers or the universe talking through me or talking to me, or parallel universes, or really the mind went through every single scenario apart from you're crazy and you need professional help. And even when I went to get professional help, I was able to convince the first few doctors that I had that everything was normal and I was fine, and constructed a whole false self on my way to the doctor. Looking back on it, it is amazing. What is the crowd? It's exactly that. It is more voices than you can count. They are criticizing, they are commenting, they are observing, they are communicating between one another, like as if they're all watching me as a show. There's a group of people watching, people are coming into the room and out of the room, and what's he doing now? What's he up to? What's going on? Why is he doing that? Who's doing this? And it's male voices, female voices, children's voices, sometimes voices that aren't human voices, digital voices, mechanical voices, animal voices, constant and deafening. And like I said, the mind looks for any reason than itself. Doesn't want to accept that it's broken or it's damaged or it's wrong. And at the end of the day, this is what decides on what makes up your reality. I don't know how to process this yet. I am still practicing avoidance. I sometimes cannot leave my house, my apartment. I sometimes can't go to work. Sometimes I can't get on the train. Sometimes I do get outside and I do make these efforts and I want to go in to a shop, or I want to go and talk to someone, or I want to see someone, or I want to do something, and I can get all the way to the final step and then it's too overwhelming. And this impacts all aspects of life. Like, you want to cook yourself dinner. You now have countless people watching you cook dinner. You want to take a shower. You want to go to the doctor. You want to have an intimate evening with someone. It is unbelievably distracting. And even though now I know that it is all fabricated inside my mind and there is no external force doing this, this is just me, it is from me, doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything. Obviously, I will be keeping you informed as this develops, if I figure out ways, or as I experiment with how to live with this or process it or alleviate it. Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment with my psychiatrist tomorrow, the bi-monthly visit, and I've got some topics to talk about, some new drug trials that are going on here in Germany, and some recommendations from my psychologist. Now, if you experience this, even minutely, go see a professional. I'm the most disappointed in myself for not seeking professional advice sooner. And what I think is crazy is that I actually did seek professional advice when I was 27, 10 years ago, and no one asked me about my actual vocal thought process. They were all concerned about my visual thought process, which maybe I should make a... Oh, I'm gonna have to make another video about voices. To be continued.